On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. Taking it about the 1.
Here we go.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. And look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Bengals at 10-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 33. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 42.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense, though? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
1-1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers. But you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it. It's going well for them.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll go again here with Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
12.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Cam Akers with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking to try for ones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week, and he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow caught on the slant. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
McPherson's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. Room here to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the handoff, it's Akers. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll give this to Akers running right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Akers hit. He coughs it up. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And Burrow going to keep it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And take it right at the 35. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Gun.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. He starts with a give to Akers. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And some room to maneuver. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On the give, this is Akers. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 21. Give him 18 on the play.
Here we go.
Here's Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 9. Going right back to Akers. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here we go.
And they will take a knee here. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And they take a knee.